Yay Networks.
What up there, woman?
Oh my!
What happened?
You and the woman. Did I say it like you a little bit?
Almost, man. I
got hot. Sorry, I had to take my jacket off.
I was about to say, they ain't strip tease up in this bad boy.
Rocky.
Now, I was at a speaking engagement last week, and one of the guys came up to say, "Hey, man, I listen to y'all podcast, me and my wife, and I'll be loving when you be."
No,
you got me calling my wife woman.
And I know she ready to slap you too.
I lost it when he said it because he said it just like. Welcome to the Perfect Pair Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are back one more again, and thank you for telling a friend to tell a friend. What are we talking about today, my love?
We are.
Because I already said, woman.
And like I was bracing myself, and you still call me off guard. Anyways, so we were asked. I'm gonna ask you.
Okay. How
would you feel about now dating somebody if you were single? Mm-hmm. Dating someone that was a virgin that is around the same age as you.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
I think it'd be amazing.
So you think it would be amazing to date a woman that is a virgin.
That's not experienced in that area.
Not experienced. No, she's a virgin. So
right.
She ain't experienced at all. So, and she's like 40, mid-40s. You're okay with that?
Absolutely.
And you know what? I knew you would say that. I promise you, I knew my husband would say that because he's just he different. He real different.
But there's a theory behind it.
Oh my God, never mind. Let me take that back.
There's a theory behind it.
I don't know him.
When you hear my theory, you're going to be like, okay,
what's your theory?
Okay. I mean, think about it. I wouldn't want to rush into it because I would want to, kind of what we just talked about in last week's episode, I want to make sure I get to know this person as much as I can. Because when that does happen, shoot, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. I'm the first.
You proud.
Oh, man. So I want to make sure that she ain't crazy. She ain't, she ain't no lunatic. She ain't deranged.
But how do you know she won't be after you pop
That's
it?
why I would take my time. Even if listen, she's been a virgin for 40 years.
You turn into a whole different woman once you hit that orgasm. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. Once you hit that, something goes, you turn into a completely different woman.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, if that's your first at that age, now when you're a teenager and it's your first, you really don't know what you're doing. It's easy to keep it moving or whatever. But at that age, think about it. You went your whole life and you haven't experienced that with anyone yet.
Right.
And you finally do.
And so you like everything about this woman, so you will be fine and you'll do it with her if you like her.
Exactly. I have to like everything about her.
So you would date her and this and that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I actually thought I did know my husband. I figured he would say something like that. He's just one of those kind of men that's just more mature in thinking what it was. But what if it didn't work? Like, what if it was
Wasn't
good,
compatible there?
It was good, and then because you know what you like.
Right.
And then you realize this is like doing it to a board. Because this person has no experience.
This is where you teach people what you like.
Okay.
That's even with if you're not a virgin. You got to learn your mate. You got to say, hey, I don't really cut for that, but this right here, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but when this person listen, first of all, now I know my husband's a little bit lying now because I knew nothing about baseball and he was irritated about teaching me baseball. He still be irritated.
Yeah, man.
If something new come up, I'm like, okay, so why do you do? Babe, it's simple. It's simple. It just does this. This guy go over here. Okay, well, I don't understand why he can't throw. He threw him out and he can't be out. Like, I don't understand.
It's about when you ask.
No, that too, babe. Because now I've learned not to ask during the game, in the tournament. I'll ask later on. He'd be like, you really don't know. You just don't know. I don't. Like, I have no clue. You get frustrated. I honestly believe you'll get frustrated after you done told somebody so many times this is not what you like.
Oh yeah, if it's something,
they just keep doing it, or they don't know what to do and they just keep laying there, ain't thrusting back or nothing. Like I'm just being be honest.
No, that's where you got to tell them. Now, if you telling them what you like and you don't like, and they still don't do it,
or they don't understand how to do it, or it may feel different to them, and then maybe they might not like it.
You gotta have patience, but you teach them.
So okay,
and then once they learn it, and then they start. Getting into their groove.
Why you like
they start getting into their groove.
doing your
Shoot.
body like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, shoot.
Oh my God. You're sweet like that. I really think you really would. You wouldn't even go that far if you knew y'all wasn't compatible. But I don't know if you would stay. So what if you just like, okay, it's just not clicking. Y'all not clicking in that area. Would you still stay?
If for some reason that there's no compatibility there, it'd be hard for me to just leave because she's obviously.
You see how nice he is? He is so
because
sweet.
if she made it that far without doing anything, without having sex, that says a lot about her character.
But it also could say something ain't right.
Well, how would you know if she's never done it?
Right, but I mean, it could say a lot of things. She might have smelled funny. People didn't want to touch it.
Or maybe she just chose to wait for her.
Right.
To be married
which
or
is
whatever.
still fine, but that's not like, it's just a lot of things could go into it. It could be both ways.
Because if she smelled funny, then she...
Rocky, okay.
Deuces it after the first time. Like, oh,
okay.
Or maybe went to the store and said, hey, try this.
Rocky! Okay, you are sweet. You're just a mature guy. Most men are saying, though, they said, most men are saying that they wouldn't even try to date this person. They didn't even want to touch that because, you know, if they did end up having sex, she's going to be too attached. They don't even want to be bothered with it.
Well,
you're looking for it more as we at this stage in our life, we should be trying to look for a relationship.
Yeah.
But if
it's just a dating thing,
and y'all
then they're right. Because you don't want to be attached if it's just a dating thing.
Right.
But if you're looking for a soulmate or someone to kind of settle down with again or whatever, that's different.
But that I feel like you've never been that guy to just be out here doing it to unless you was and you didn't tell me about it. But from my understanding, you wasn't that dude.
Do not reply to that question.
Okay, from my understanding, he wasn't. And I'm gonna keep it there.
Right.
For a sec, for now.
Why you keep
Because you keep laughing. And I feel like your ass is saying that's something you ain't supposed to be doing. But anyways, but I feel like guys that if that's out there doing that, I almost can respect it.
Right.
Respect why they don't want to dabble in that virgin because it's like, I don't want them kind of problems. They dealt with that whenever you was younger, you know, dealing with girls, you get attached easily and stuff. But now it's making young girls, the reason why they don't want to wait any longer. So because of this.
Let's flip the script. Would you?
I would. Okay, I'm being
the male that's a virgin. You meet. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? At first it wouldn't bother me because I ain't trying to do it. And then I'll be thinking he lying.
Then you'd be wondering, how come he ain't asked me to do anything yet?
So if I feel like he doesn't know how to, if he was honest with me and be like, okay, this is what it is, and I really liked him, I'd probably still keep trying to date him stuff, but then be like, if you don't catch on, I probably don't have the patience to deal with you.
Okay, what happened? You finally do it, and then it's not like what you thought it was.
We just wouldn't be together.
So you wouldn't give the man a chance?
I mean, I don't think I could. I don't. It's sad that I say that and I sound so bad.
Cold-blooded. You just kick him to the curb?
I just be like, well, you need somebody else that's on your level.
Oh, man.
Because I need somebody to just...
got some experience.
Yes.
Right.
I needed it.
Right.
In my life.
Hey, that's fair.
And I mean, if you are, and again, I probably wouldn't just stop. I'll just let you know this is not for me. I don't know how to do this, and I may not be able to teach you in a way.
Right, because you may not have the patience.
Right, and if you're not a fast learner, oh, that's gonna make it even worse. And then to me, I'm the kind of woman I just like the man to kind of lead and take charge.
Right, and he definitely wouldn't know how to do that. He
wouldn't, and I need you to take me.
Right.
Get me. Grab me. Something.
Right.
And if you couldn't do that, to me.
Why are you looking frustrated?
Because for me, that's just for me though. Now, if we both on the same page, then we good. You know what I mean?
That would be interesting.
Right.
2 virgins at that age. That would be,
but
might be a fly on the wall.
Wait, no. Rocky, first of all,
Just like,
I think at this age,
how this gonna plan out?
Honestly, I think at this age, most people that are still virgin, you're still Rocky.
It's all going on in my head.
I see.
If you just said, let's see how this gonna play out.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be like,
Rocky, no, I don't want to hear it. Please stop. Don't go into it. First of all, I'm trying to get out what I was saying, and it made me lose my train of thought.
All right, go ahead.
I lost it.
That's all I can say it now.
Damn, go ahead. Damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say?
The whole conversation would be, so what you doing? What you doing? I'm good.
Oh, okay.
You sleep?
Rocky.
I mean, I'm sleepy, but I ain't sleep.
That's how you think the conversation would go.
You want to go first? You want me to go first? Oh, you can go first. Nah, you go first.
Rocky, I don't want to talk about it. I'm done. Okay, so what I was going to say is, I feel like about this age, y'all already have y'all done watched some porn. Mm-hmm. You done got some toys. You done talked to some people. You done looked it up. Like, you done tried to get some idea of what you're supposed to do in the bedroom.
Okay.
I really honestly think most virgins, if you're still a virgin, you're just like,
That part is true. Like, if you are a virgin, I'm sure you've watched.
Yeah, because you're trying to see,
some videos.
You've gotten some of them feelings already.
Absolutely.
You know them feelings I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know them feelings that
You've
come
been
over your
close
body.
to even possibly doing it, but you just decided not to.
Right. So you've watched it. So I think they might have an idea of what to go, and they might know what spots might work for them.
Right.
At that point in that age. But I just think it'd be too difficult for me to be trying to be with somebody that needs help with all of that.
Right.
Because it's like teaching you everything of what's happening.
Because you want to be able to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, without, okay, no, okay, it's okay.
We can do this now.
Right,
Next
and
time
then
we can do this.
Because you're going to go fast, and it's like, okay, it happens. Now I got to talk you and pep you through that instead of you realizing, all right, I'm coming back stronger the next time. But not understanding that. It's going to be frustrating.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
To me, it would be frustrating. But again, that's not... I don't want to date a virgin. I wouldn't want that either for those reasons. Because I think men get attached just like women. I hate when they feel like women are the only ones that get attached when you do it to them. Women has the same thing on these men.
Absolutely.
Because men get attached to us quickly. And if we act like y'all, we break y'all heart before y'all will even break ours.
And listen, as a guy, the heart gets broke just as hard as it does for a woman when their heart gets broke. Because
it doesn't happen often though.
But we cover it up because we got an ego and we don't want you to let you know that you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, when you get by yourself, it's like, dang, I thought she really liked me, man. And you start questioning yourself, like, what happened? What did I do wrong? And you may not even ask because you'll be afraid to hear what you may say.
Well, I know, because my son, I'm going to beat her. No, I'm playing. That's why I can't stand for our kids to get in a relationship because it's just,
Hey, man, you live and you learn.
Right. Sure. But anyway, so another question we were asked, a man decided that he did not want to date this girl after she told him, probably into like 2 months, that she had kids. Because he don't want to date a woman that has kids. But this woman is like 40-something. But she's never been married. But she has kids. So he said he don't want to date a woman that has kids. But he loved everything else about her. Is he wrong for not wanting to date her? Because he didn't want to be with a woman that has kids.
No, he ain't wrong at all, as long as he's being honest about it.
So he's not being selfish?
No.
You don't think so?
Not at all. And some people don't want kids. And they don't want to raise, especially if they're older now, they don't want to.
But they might not be older. I think they were like under 10,
still,
but over
it don't
4.
Matter. It don't matter. If you know what you want. And that's why you got to be honest. Like, you got all that stuff got to be revealed up front. When you start dating someone, say, listen, man, we vibing, everything is cool. I'm sure your kids are amazing, but I'm just not ready to play that role, whether it's a step parent or whatever. I don't want to get attached to the kids, and then it don't work out, then I got to leave out of their life. You know, people know what they want. You got to be honest, and if you know that you don't want no kids, then you just can't. So if that's gonna be the deal breaker,
okay,
it's the deal breaker.
Okay, that's why I asked you that way, because this was actually the female asking us, like, is he wrong for doing that to her because she felt like that was wrong and him being selfish?
No, the only way it's wrong is if he knows about the kids he continues to prolong the relationship, the dating, whatever, and they get really attached. Mm-hmm. And then out of nowhere, he pulls the cord and be like, I'm done.
Right. And I said the same thing. I was like, I don't think he's being selfish. I just think he's a man that knows what he wants. And honestly, to me, I feel like when you have kids and you're in your 40s, your late 30s, and you have kids and you're out here dating, you having kids should be up for a discussion in the first few dates.
The first few dates?
Well,
the first date.
Like, well, I'm just saying, the first date may just getting to know to see if there's going to be a second date. Because the first date, I can kind of understand the first date you don't bring up kids.
Yes, you do, because that's part of conversation. Like, tell me about yourself. Like, you got any kids? Have you been married before?
Well, right, but that's on the, like, if that's where y'all want to talk. If you just talking to be like, hey, we just here, I'm just trying to see if I even like you like that, to see if you should know anything about me like that. So that's the only reason why I'm saying I get it why some people don't and why some people think it should be the first date. I
don't know, babe. I think first date, the kid conversation nowadays, always comes up.
Right, but I definitely think by the second date, it should be brought up. Like, for sure, by the second date, it needs to be, because now we're saying, okay, we're going again. Mm-hmm. So we're on the second date, kids should be brought up. If you have kids, you should bring it up and say, hey, I have kids, this and that. And then you have kids with two different people.
Ooh, now that's the part that needs to really be revealed. How many baby daddies you got?
Right. Y'all, a lot of us women always want to be bashing these men about having all these baby mamas, this and that. And when we up here doing the same shit, having all these baby daddies.
Here's a conversation. Like,
no, this is some real shit. And y'all need to hear this. We got all these damn baby daddies, and y'all got the nerve to sit up and tell me he's selfish.
Yeah.
Because his ass chose to be like, hey, I don't want to be a part of this problem. First, you said you had kids. You didn't say one, kids, meaning plural, more than one. Then when you said more than one, come up to 3. And then you say you got plural daddies.
Right, their fathers.
2 daddies. And she felt like he was being disrespectful because he's like, and you haven't been married? And she said, I haven't been married. I said, okay, you can't get mad about the way that looks when you say that.
Preach.
I have 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, never been married, but I'm ready to settle down. I have this and that. You expect everybody just to bypass that, but when you see another man that says, I have 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, never been married, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm trying to settle down. I'm looking for a relationship, this and that. Y'all gonna look at him like, oh, so you just playing games. You get a girl pregnant, this is that, and you want to leave. So what you doing?
So I can answer that question.
What?
You got to be honest. Say, listen, man, I was a little bit immature. I was out there. I was in them streets. Yep. I was out there doing this, probably what I wasn't supposed to be doing. Now that I'm older, I do have kids. I love my kids. I want to be a great example for my kid. And I am looking for someone to settle down with so I can spend the rest of my life with. Now, after that, shoot, you ain't playing games.
You ain't playing games, but if that person still said, I don't want to be with you, that's okay. That's the point I'm making.
Move on.
This guy was so honest. He wasn't disrespectful. He was just saying, you haven't been married before. You first of all, you kept asking why. So he's giving you all his reasons. Meaning you have kids, 1. You have more than 1. You have 3. You have 2 baby daddies. So the more you keep asking why is the reason why your feelings is getting hurt even more and more and more.
Right. And he's not saying it in a disrespectful, putting you down type way.
He's answering your questions. Because you said, he just answered my questions. It wasn't like he was yelling at me, belittling me, but it's almost as if he is belittling me. Like he's being sarcastic about it. I said, no, it sounds like to me, he's answering your questions. You have multiple baby daddies. You have 3 kids. They're all under the age of 10, but above 4. That's still a lot for somebody to deal with. That means your kids are needing attention. Mm-hmm. A lot of your attention. And not only your attention, now you got to co-parent with 2 different kind of men with 2 different kind of probably personalities.
Right.
That's a whole different kind of ball game. Now we got to figure out if we going to go somewhere, we got to co-parent with this parent and that parent. He said he don't want to do that. There's nothing wrong with him saying that.
Not at all.
This is the guy of her dreams in her mind, is what she said. Mm-hmm. This is how is the guy of her dreams, so she won't ever find anybody. Not saying you won't ever find anybody, because my husband found somebody. He had 2 kids and he was divorced. And I said, I want to be with a man that has never been married before and don't have kids.
Message.
So I'm saying that it is possible for you to find somebody that's gonna love you and your beautiful kids and deal with your 2 baby daddies.
There it is. You ain't got to say no more. Short and sweet, baby. Hope y'all got something out of that, man. The Perfect Pair Podcast. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. We love y'all. And we got to keep looking and keep waiting for the Dancing Date Night. Dancing Date Night. The series continues. We ain't going nowhere. We're coming to a city near you.
Whoop.
Love you, babe.
Love you too, honey.
Deuces.
Bye.
Yay Networks.